This is a typical backyard of a single house in Southern California. If you need to transform this type of backyard into a Japanese garden, how would you design it? The backyard has a lot of concrete. It's at the same size as the lawn area. In California, removing the concrete will likely require the permit from the community. A large concrete isn't a drawback. It actually provides more space for activities. Considering the location and the shape of the lawn, first, it's necessary to measure and draw a layout plan of the backyard. In a previous video, I documented how I transformed my backyard into a Japanese garden a few years ago. Then I shared photos of the yard in a Facebook Japanese themed garden group. I was the top contributor. Let's turn to the design. First, remove the fence. After completion, the planted area should be 30 to 35 centimeters higher than the ground level. Excavate the area outside the planted zone 10 to 20 centimeters lower. A 10 to 20 centimeters thick layer of gravel can more efficiently prevent weed growth. There are a few options for the wall. First, the wall can be painted in wabi-sabi tones. It can be this color, citron gray, or this color, celadon gray. Option 2. Wood panels can be added to the wall using the aged look color tones and textures. Option 3. The wall can be finished using traditional bamboo construction methods and build up the planted area with soil. The thickness of the soil mound is 30 to 35 centimeters higher than the base level. Now I choose wooden panels for the background wall effect. Turn to the left side of the yard. Arrange the stones. This direction is the entrance of the backyard, so it can represent the high mountains and here the source of the water flow. This is the main stone of the garden. Then pair it with other stones. Embedded stones at the sharp corners of the concrete surface to create a connection with the gravel area. Use a combination of river pebbles to create a transition between the gravel and the concrete surface. The placement of the stones has been completed. Now arranging the stones on the right side of the yard. Embedded the stones into the concrete area to break the rigidity of the straight line and to create a connection between the garden and the concrete. The arrangement of the stones follows a rhythm like a poem. Next, arrange the stepping stones. It needs some transition between the gravel and the concrete. The placement of the stones has been completed. Then install dark-colored granite tiles to cover the concrete area. There isn't enough space on this ground to install the wood deck. Install Japanese stone lantern. Avoid placing the lantern in the middle of the back wall. Make sure the main landscape elements are visible from the door. In this design, I think the Yukimi style lantern is more suitable for the environment because the wall is low, horizontally oriented structure. The Yukimi style lantern, with its roof extending outward in horizontal direction, echoes and complements it. Then, plant greenery. Pay attention to the rhythm and variation in plant height. Next, plant moss in the right side yard. It's almost finished. Looks beautiful, doesn't it? Do the same for the left side of the yard. The plants should not be too dense. It's important to maintain proper spacing and variation in density. Next, plant moss in the left side yard. Now we need to create a blindfold to cover the air conditioner. The three sides of the air conditioner need to be covered. First, lay down a weed barrier fabric, then cover it with tiny gravel, ideally to better prevent weed growth. The gravel layer should be 10 to 20 centimeters thick. You can also add a bamboo fence at the entrance. Use the same method to lay gravel in the right side of the yard. The area paved with tiles is relatively large. It can accommodate some outdoor sofa. A bar can be built, and it can serve as a space for entertaining guests and barbecue. finished. Of course, there are still many other options to consider, such as installing a tsukubai. Before, after. Before, after. If you are also interested in Japanese garden and want to create one, I'm glad to see your comments. Thanks for watching. See you next time.